Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Edem with Global Abundance LLC, back with another video. On this channel, we talk all things real estate, commercial, and residential. So if you find value in the content I share on this channel, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, and share so we can get this out to the masses. The more informed we all are, the better off we'll all be. We have a free VIP group where a group of investors uh, and people like yourself, like-minded individuals, get together and we grow as a community. We share information about real estate and we uh, answer questions and we, dive deep into certain aspects of real estate. So if you'd like to join, it's free. We'd love to have you there and have you part of the community. I'll leave the link for that in the description below. So today's video is about common mistakes people make in the real estate industry. So I'm going to kind of just get into a few points, and hopefully if you are just starting out, uh, thinking about getting involved as an investor, you kind of keep these in mind so you can, avoid these things ahead of time and put yourself in the best position to win. All right. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about today is shiny object syndrome. We've all heard about it. Um, you know, FOMO, fear of missing out. That new course comes out. That your local real estate guru got a new course dropping, or a new seminar, or a new product that they're pushing, and you feel like you're going to be missing out. Now, in some cases, you are going to miss out. But another way to look at it is, you know, that particular thing or that particular course, that particular product, maybe it's not your time right now for that. And you should just focus on, what it is that you're doing. A lot of times when we, start off on journeys, it's very easy to get distracted, um, looking to the side, you see all the beautiful scenery, the nice lakes and the snow-capped mountains, and you're like, wow, let me go over there and take a look. And you end up getting off the road and going towards something else. It's best to kind of just stay on point, stay on course, stay on track. Like, have your lane set and go with it. I'm not saying you shouldn't improvise along the way, but you definitely shouldn't compromise and forego your ultimate destination, which is being a real estate investor. All right. So avoid shiny object syndrome. Try not to be chasing everything that's kind of like catching your attention in this industry. Focus on that one thing, and go from there. I've been, fortunate to be educated in a lot of different aspects of real estate, but um, I found it best to focus on one thing at a time. So if I'm focusing on notes, non-performing notes or performing notes, I'm zeroing on that. I'm laser focused on that. If I'm focused on multifamily, you know what I mean, then I'm zeroed in on multifamily. If I'm doing something with single family residential, I'm focused there. If I'm doing something with vacant land, I'm locked in right there. If I'm doing something on the funding side, I'm locked in right there. Okay. So don't juggle. All right. Don't chase those shiny objects and kind of just focus on that one area that, you want to learn and perfect and master. Then you go on to the next thing. Master it first, then go on. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is not taking action and failing forward. Okay. So one thing that I've found out through my experience in the real estate industry is that failure is an option. Now, look, I know that's crazy. We all know failure is not an option, right? And I agree with that statement as well. But I also agree with failure is an option. Why? Because in order to win, a lot of times you're going to need to lose. You're going to need to face failure. You're going to need to fall. You're going to need to trip up. You're going to need to make mistakes. You know, some of us has been in the industry 10, 20, 30, 40 years plus. Um, you know, still today talk about mistakes that they're making today. And they've been in the industry for 30 plus years. So you never stop learning, you never stop growing, you never stop evolving. So be okay with failure. Be willing to lose and be willing to fail quickly so you can learn the lesson and move forward. Don't take, 5 years to fail and then, kind of throw in a towel. Fail quickly, a week or two. You know what I mean? Like really, really laser focus in, go through it, go through the motions, fail quickly, learn the lessons, and master whatever it is that you're trying to do in the real estate industry. The next thing I want to talk about is, not doing proper comps. When you're looking for comparables to property that you're looking to buy, whether that's vacant land, whether that's single family homes, commercial is another beast. You know what I mean? Which I'll talk about in other videos, but just kind of focusing on single family residential and, vacant land, not doing your comps properly, uh, will, either not get you the deal or you'll be in for way too much to where you end up losing money on the deal or not making any money on the deal, breaking even, or, just spending a lot of time and energy and not really benefiting yourself from that. Um, you need to know how to do comps. Okay. So if you have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, for example, single family home with say 1,500 square feet, it's a particular style home. Let's say it's a ranch style home. You want to look for properties in that local area that generally have sold. Now, it depends on who you talk to, but a lot of people like to go with the shorter range. So you're looking at recently sold properties in, say, the last 90 days. Some people are willing to go 6 months. With land, it's a little different. Some people like to go from 6 months to a year on vacant land. But single family homes specifically, generally it's 6 months at best, but a better time range is 90 days. So you're looking at the properties that sold in the last 90 days in that local area, local to your property, um, and you're looking for similar square footage, bed and bath, and style. So you're looking for other ranch homes in that area. You then see what they sold for, and you derive your price from basically the average of those properties that have sold for. So that'll give you a baseline idea of what you should be picking up a property for and what it can actually sell for. You know what I mean? There's other formulas to really determine what you should be paying for the property, but as far as what it can sell for, that's what your comps are gonna give you. So then it'll give you an opportunity to know what to offer for that property. All right. So learn how to do proper, market analysis for your property. And the last thing is not having your credit or funding sources ready to go when you're ready to get involved buying real estate. So your credit is your consumer report is your resume, and your score is your reputation. All right. So when a lender is looking at your score, you know what I mean, they're taking into account, okay, this is what this person's reputation is. It looks like they pay their bills. It looks like they're this, they're that, and then your entire credit profile is basically your resume. You know what I mean? Well, how long have you had particular accounts? Do you have any negatives? And you paying down your loans, you paying down your bills, and that's what they're looking for. Whether you're going for traditional funding, especially traditional loans or conventional loans, or you're working with private lenders and private money, or even hard money, you know what I mean? You still want to have your credit in order. Now certain funding sources aren't going to be as so focused as much on your credit worthiness as opposed to what the value of the property is and the asset that you're looking for funds to buy is, you know what I mean? That's going to have more priority than your credit worthiness, depending on the funding source. But traditional lenders, conventional banks, if you're going to Chase, you're going to Bank of America, just your conventional loan, your credit is going to need to be up to par. You're going to want to have your credit up to par for those interest rates to be low. You're going to want to have the best terms with that low credit. And you're going to want to be able to qualify. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole thing. If you're going to get a conventional loan, you want to make sure that you actually qualify for the loan. This has a lot to do with your credit. And I have other videos talking about that. And I'll be also going into deeper detail, in the future about ways to get your credit in order, why your credit is important, and just having an overall, rock solid credit report. So that said, I'm going to end it off here. If you found this video useful, go ahead. You know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Till next time, I want to also, hear your experience. What have some of the challenges you faced, as you started your journey in real estate investing? Comment down below, ask any question. I'll be right back to you. Any comments, any feedback, any things that you'd like to know that you want me to talk about, go ahead and leave that in the comments below, and I'll be making sure to connect with you because I want to engage with you and have a conversation and see where you're at. Because like I said in the beginning, when we're all informed, the better off we'll all be. So until next time, take care.